Today we're at Darkly Labs and I'm going to show you how to upgrade the lid on your Emblaser 2 to keep it safe while you use your brand new 10 watt upgraded laser diode. Let's go! So you've got an Emblaser 2 and you've purchased the upgraded 10 watt laser. It's really important to have the right lid for your Emblaser 2, and if you happen to have an older model, the lid that came with that earlier model of Emblaser doesn't have the same safety rating as the newer lids. Now I love having the correct rating on my machine because that means that my Emblaser 2 is still a Laser 1 device, meaning anyone around it doesn't need to have any sort of special eye protection. And to change the lid is pretty simple. It's 3 simple steps. Let me show you what you need to do. Changing the lid on your Emblaser 2 is incredibly easy, and all the tools that you need were provided with your 10 watt laser unit upgrade. All you're going to need to change your lid is this 4mm hex tool right here and the Torque T10 security tool. Just to make things a little bit easier, I'm actually going to use these small little pliers to hold the nut when I'm releasing the lid here. I'm going to start by taking my hex tool, and there are 4 bolts holding the lid in. Now be careful, you don't need to over tighten anything. I'm going to open it up here. You can see here that there's a bolt holding onto the hinge, and all I'm going to do is just gently release it. And it does take a little bit of strength just to start to release it, and then you'll see that it gives really, really easily. Just turning that around. Don't be afraid. As long as you're moving away, you're not going to crack anything, and this is the lid that's going to be your spare anyway. Remove that bolt. I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going to do the same thing here on this outer. I'm going to hold it with the pliers. And I'm going to release it as well. Those 2 outer ones are now removed. Now at this point, I'm going to just gently release this inner one. And I'm not going to take it all the way out. I don't want to release all that pressure on the last one. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it all the way just to the end. And you can see now it's got a little bit of flex in there, but I can just reach over and undo that. Let's go to the other side again. Well, it sounds terrible, but it's not. You might want to just be able to hold the lid there, because you can see as you undo it, it's going to just fall off. So I'm just letting it rest against my breastbone. It's almost all the way out. Just going to use my hand here. Take that last screw out in a second, support it, do whatever you need to do. I'm just going to hold it under my arm, and I have now released the lid. I'm going to put those, and you can see here the lid is completely free from the machine. That's half the job done. What we need to do now is, if I turn this around, we need to release the sensors and replace that onto the new rated lid. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So to remove the sensors from both sides, we're going to use the security torque key, which is right here. And all you're going to do is, just like undoing a screw, just put it in there. That's one screw out. There is a washer as well, so just want to make sure that you've got both of those things. Put it to the side. Take the second one out, put it to the side, and before I do the other one, you can see that the whole sensor plate comes out. So we're going to attach that back onto the new rated lid. We're just going to do it on the other side, so let me get around, and we'll do the same thing right now. That's one bolt with a washer. Place that just there, and this is the last one. Now that we've got both sensors off, this old lid is your spare. You can do whatever you want with it. And we'll bring the other lid in and place that onto the Emblaser 2. So here we are with the brand new lid. This is the OD7 Plus lid. And we're going to start by placing the sensors back on. So what we're going to do is turn this over. I'm going to make it easy for me, and hopefully for you too. So all I'm going to do now to set it up is just take the sensors and place it in the lid, and I'm just lining them up with the screw holes. You can't really go wrong here. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Lean over the lid. And we're just going to do the same thing in reverse. At this point, I'm going to grab the washers, place them both over the holes. Take the screw, thread it on the security torque, and just basically just gently lock it in place. It doesn't need to be super tight, even though this lid is polycarbonate and it's strong. You don't want to crack it. Once it's in place, you can go and do the other side. So again, doing the same thing, just putting the washers in place first. Taking my screw, threading it in here. And doing it one last time. If you've ever built IKEA furniture, this is a blast. You're going to be able to do this, no problems. They're all attached. Let's get this lid back on this machine. To make my life a little easier, I'm going to flip these up again. What you can do is you can actually just line up the lid. And now it's in place. If I move my hands, it's going to fall. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab two of the bolts. I'm going to place it through. It's going to take some of the tension off. I'm going to reach over and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Doesn't matter which one you do. It's just going to allow just to take some of that tension off. You're still going to have to hold it though. Let's grab the bolt. And I'm just going to put it on there. Basically just finger tight. Or as far as the bolt will go. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You might find that it doesn't go all the way to the end because you just need the pliers. Let's grab the pliers and the Allen key. And I'm going to start tightening up the bolts on this side. Again, resting the lid on my shoulder blade. I'm going to hang on to the nut. And now I'm just going to tighten the bolt. And I'm not going to tighten it all the way. I want to make sure the alignment works with the other ones as well. Now that's pretty secure, and you can see now it's actually taking the weight of the whole lid. I don't need to crush it down, I don't need to break the lid, just need to make sure that it's nice and snug. I'll take this opportunity to put the next one on. Reminds me back in the days when the only way to make equipment was to build it yourself. I do like the fact that Darkly allows you to upgrade your existing equipment. Now that that's done, your lid on your Emblaser 2 has been upgraded so that you can safely use your 10-watt laser upgrade. And that's it. Double your laser power, and the safety factor is still exactly the same. If you're interested in getting one of these lids, you can find a link to the Darkly Labs sales site in the description below. Now, if you happen to have an Emblaser Core, you don't worry. You can still use your laser, but anyone in the area needs to have these OD7 Plus glasses, which again, you can purchase from Darkly Labs. Now, I gotta be honest with you, these kind of look pretty good, don't you think? And hang out here with me by hitting that subscribe button so you can see more projects and tutorials based around the Emblaser 2 the new 10-watt laser, light burn, and everything else. Till then, I'd love to see what you're going to create with your new 10-watt laser, and I'll see you next time here on the Laser Livestream channel.